Are you worried about your child's screen time? Let me tell you, you're not alone. In today's digital age, managing screen time is a major challenge for many parents. Today, we'll discuss why too much screen time isn't good for kids and the harmful effects of screen time. How much screen time is okay for your child and the best practices to manage it. Are you worried about your child's screen time? Let me tell you, you're not alone. In today's digital age, managing screen time is a major challenge for many parents. But don't worry, today we learn some simple ideas that will help you manage your child's screen time. Today we'll discuss why too much screen time isn't good for kids and the harmful effects of screen time. How much screen time is okay for your child and the best practices to manage it. By the end of this video, you will have practical strategies to ensure that your child has a healthy relationship with screen. Now, let me quickly introduce myself before I jump into the content. I'm Riddhi Devra, a certified parenting coach, and I'm on a mission to help mothers build happy families so that we can build a happy nation together. Now, let's get started. First, let's talk about why too much screen time isn't good for kids. Excessive screen time can interfere with critical aspects of your child's development. It can replace activities that are essential for your child's growth, such as physical play, reading, and interacting with family and friends. Screens can also affect the sleep pattern. The blue light emitted by screens can interfere with body's natural sleep-wake cycle, making it very difficult for your child to fall asleep. Too much screen time can also impact your child's social skills as it reduces opportunities for face to face interaction and learning through social play. Now, let's look at the harmful effects of too much screen time. Behavioral issues like excessive screen time has been linked to attention problems, hyperactive behavior, anxiety, and even depression in kids. Then you can also see children becoming very obese. More screen time often means less physical activities, leading to weight gain and associated health problems. Then you'll see sleep problems. As mentioned earlier, screen time can interfere with the sleep quality, leading to a lot of fatigue and irritability. Impaired academic performance. Too much screen time can also impact focus and academic performance. Understanding these effects can motivate us to create healthier screen habits for our children. So, how much screen time is actually okay for our children? Let's first understand this according to the age of your child. For children under 18 months, avoid screen time except for video chatting with some family members if that's absolutely necessary. For children in the age group 18 to 24 months, introduce content with low video stimulation and watch it with your child to help them understand what they are seeing. For children in the age group 2 to 5 years, limit screen time to maximum 1 hour per day. Try to give it twice a day, 30 minutes each time maximum. For children in the age group 6 years and older than that, set consistent limits on screen time to ensure it does not interfere with their sleep, physical activity, and other essential behaviors. Again, 1 to 2 hours maximum is what you want to offer, even if your child is much older. Now, let's also now understand what are the best practices to manage screen time effectively. We've understood why is it not good for our children. We've also understood how much screen time should we give to our children, and now we'll understand how can we really manage this and build a healthy relationship with screen for our children. So I'm going to share with you some simple ideas. Try all of these ideas because something will definitely work for you. In fact, if you can implement all of these ideas, that's fantastic. The first idea is to create a family media plan. Set clear rules about when and where screens can be used. For example, no screen during meals or in the bedroom. This is a rule that I have in our family, that we have in our family, that no screens are allowed inside the bedroom and it is only in the living space. Then second is to encourage physical activity. Ensure that your child gets a lot of physical playtime. This will release dopamine in your child and reduce their dependency on screen for dopamine. Third is model healthy screen habits yourself. Children often imitate their parents. Show them how to balance screen time with other activities. Sometimes I tell things like, I'm so done with the screen. I just want my books now. screen is so irritating. Just listening to these words can really help your child. I also say things like, I want to break from the screen and I want to go for a walk now. I've noticed that my son, whenever I say these things, he's also starting to repeat the same things. And there is another simple strategy which I call using screen time as a reward. So instead of giving screens as a distraction, make it a reward for completing a small task. I have a boundary for my son that no screen time for you till you've done some reading. So if he comes to me for the screen, I just have to ask him a simple question that have you done your reading? If he says yes, then I give the screen to him. If he says no, then I tell him that okay, fine, you go first, finish your reading, and then you get the screen. So I've linked it with a positive habit. So this is a strategy that you can try as well. But for this, we need to be very disciplined as parents, because sometimes our children start crying and then we give in and we let them use the screen. But you have to be a little strong here. And even if your child is crying, you have to stick with your boundary. The other strategy is to engage in screen time together. Watch and discuss programs with your child to enhance their learning ability and understanding of the content that they are consuming. So there is this show that we watch together on YouTube. It's called Tiny House Giant, that I love watching with my son. And sometimes, we also discuss about how the house looks and which part of the house we love the most. So it's very interesting to do this together. You can also use this technique called tech-free zone. So designate some areas in your house which are completely tech-free, like the dining room. These are screen-free zones to encourage family interactions. So we don't allow any screen in the bedroom or in the dining area. This way, my son will never ask me for the phone when we are lying down or we are chatting, or he knows that it is a screen-free area. Implementing these practices can help create a balanced and healthy screen time routine for your child. Managing screen time is crucial for child's overall well-being. By understanding the impact of setting limits and modeling healthy habits, you can help your child develop a positive relationship with technology. I really hope that you found this video useful. I've tried to make it short and simple. We've covered three things. Let me quickly summarize it for you. We've covered why is screen so harmful for your child, how we cannot really eliminate screen time completely because our children are born into technology, how much screen time is okay for our children, and then I've given you 5 to 6 amazing strategies on how to manage screen time for your child. So I really hope this was useful. It will make your life as a mother very simple. And if you want more such videos, then make sure you keep coming back to my channel, subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up, and I'll keep creating such simple parenting videos for you. I'll keep them short and crisp because I know as mothers we have so many things to do. So I've kept it short on purpose. And next week, I'm creating a very fun video on 20 activities that you can do with your toddler. A lot of mothers have been sending me questions and they've been asking me for this. So I've gone ahead and created this really fun video on 20 activities to engage your toddler. So make sure you don't miss this one. It's going to come next week. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a committed mother. Thank you for being a learning mother and doing what you're doing. Keep making notes. In case you forgot to make notes, watch this again, take notes, because learning is not useful if you're not using it. So make sure you learn, you do, and only then will you see the difference in your life. So do that, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Thank you.